Hello, everyone. I hope all of you are doing really well. So, I'm back from a really long hiatus, and this is a video on a very, very good app if you have a MacBook. So, it's called One Focus, and you can find it on the Mac App Store. And there are a lot of features that you can use it for free, that you can literally use for free. And the paid version, I've taken the paid version because it has helped me a lot. It doesn't cost much. It's like just, I think, 200 rupees a year. And this is not a promotional video. This does not have any kind of affiliate links or something because they don't support all of this. I mean, the developer was really kind enough to reply to my mails. And yeah, I mean, reply to my mails about his queries. I mean, the queries that I had about this app. So let's get on with it and let me show you what more can you do with this. So let's see. The first thing is the name of this app. It's called One Focus. Okay. So One Focus app, and it has a tab like this. I mean, it has a window like this, and there is this plus button. Let's start from the screen's right hand corner where there's this plus button and minus. So this is for the presets. So preset basically means that you can actually make sets of apps that you would like to block. Now, these sets can be individual apps and websites, or it can be a combination. Okay. And you can also schedule your blocks. Like, the for every preset, this part that you're seeing, that the website, the apps, and the schedule part, for every preset, this is going to be different. So that's a huge advantage, and that gives a lot of versatility to this app. So plus is for basically if you want to add, and minus is for if you want to remove the preset. And here is the setting. So if you want to rename the preset, you can. If you want to duplicate the preset, that's good enough, and delete as well. So let's see, I have this preset here called productivity, and I'll try to rename it. Let's rename it as Medico. Medico. Okay. So we actually went ahead and renamed it. So that's something that you can do, and you can delete this also, which I'm not going to do because this is something that I've actually curated after a lot of, experimenting and seeing that this is how I'll need to work, and these are the things that I need, and these are the things that I don't need. So I'm not going to delete that. So let's see. Let's go on to the other tabs. Now, first is this block website tab. Okay. So here there's a plus button and there's a minus button. And here's the setting. Okay. So settings basically has copy paste for the website itself. The plus button allows you to add websites. So if you click on plus and you delete this and you just type youtube.com. So that's going to come under your block list. That is block list of websites. And these are the categories that you can block. So these are like entire categories of websites that are related to these particular distractions. Okay. Anime, manga, and comics is my favorite distraction. So I'm really glad that they actually have an entire category filled with this. So that's great. And then you have exceptions. So I would suggest that you use the blocked categories, like, block all the websites. And instead of using blocked websites tab, okay, like this option of blocked websites, because you don't know what can distract you next, right? So that's why it's better that you use this exceptions tab. So in exceptions tab, you can literally put all those websites that you are going to use. You're going to use, firstly, you're going to use those websites and you're going to use them thoroughly. It's important for you. It's important for your studies or your work or your deep focus, whatever it is. So this is how you can add. You can just add, suppose if I want to add, say, if YouTube was actually useful for me, if I wanted to remove this from this blocked website tab, I would just click on this minus button and it would get removed. I have to obviously select that first. Like if I want to delete google.com, so I'll just click on google.com here and I'll click on this minus button. And here in the exceptions, how do you add? It's the same way. Most of this, the plus and minus basically represents adding the websites or the presets or whatever, and subtracting is basically removing it. So suppose if I want to add, what would I like to add? Say youtube.com to my list of exceptions. Because I want to see Zenam ma'am's class. So yeah, it'll get added to your list of exceptions. You'll be able to open it on Chrome. One more tip is that this does not work on Firefox. Here they already have a clear message at the bottom that website blocking only works in Safari, Google Chrome, Brave, Microsoft Edge, and Opera. You can block other browsers under apps. Okay, so that's why just try and try not using Firefox if you are like actually very certain about not procrastinating. So you can block the entire Firefox here, like the entire app called Firefox, and then you can use any other browser which would selectively block your websites. So yeah, because Firefox, it cannot selectively block the websites on Firefox. So that is the only drawback, but that is due to technical issues. So I had actually spoken, I mean, not spoken exactly, I just sent a email to the developer, and he was very kind enough to reply and say that there were some technical issues and he was trying to get around it and bring the function into Firefox as well. Next, we click on apps. Okay, let's click on apps. So when you click on apps, then you have this list of apps. Okay, so you can add, I mean, this is like block all these apps or block all apps except these. Okay. So I usually keep it on block all these apps because that's easier. Okay. And here I'll try to block Firefox. Okay. So let's see. I've blocked Safari and all that as well. So Firefox is blocked as well. Now I'll remove Firefox by clicking on the minus button. Now I'll try to add Firefox. So let's see. Um, where is, okay, we got Telegram here. So I'll just click and make Telegram. I mean, I'll block Telegram. Okay. So Telegram has come. Yes, Telegram has come. And now if you activate the block, then Telegram will not be able to access it. Okay. So this is how add in blocked apps. The most important thing that you have to realize here in this tab is to make sure that you are not going to uninstall the app while it is running. Okay. Like you have to give it the admin settings, and the admin settings comes from the activity monitor. I would call it exactly admin settings because that is something a bit different, but then the activity monitor blocking does a lot for this app. I mean, if you have the activity monitor blocked, you just cannot bypass this app. So it's brutal. It's brutal and it works. I mean, it totally works. Next, you go to schedule. When you click on schedule, so you have two options here. One is you can just enter the number of hours. So suppose if I have, 4 hours, or if I want to block it for 1 minute, then I can just enter the number of hours and start blocking. But then at the same time, I can click schedules. So if I click on this plus button here, again, it's plus and minus to remove. So I'll click on plus button and then I'll click on this. When I click on the time slot, then the time slot gets selected, and then you can basically adjust, okay, whether you want it for PM or whether you want it for AM. And you can also select whether you want it to be repeated daily or Monday to Friday when as per your schedule. So this is one thing that you can do. That is slotting up time, and accordingly you can, think of what break times would you like to take and what time would you like to work and so on. Like suppose if you want to study from morning 9 a.m. Okay. So you have this from morning 9 a.m. and then you have it till 12:48 maybe PM. and then you want to do something at 12 p.m. Okay, great. So this you can repeat it daily, and this is how you can go about it. So you just have to cancel this once to make sure that this is running. Like maybe something like, just start the app here on this play button here. So yeah, I think this app is great and it's very useful. This question mark, this question mark thing, this question mark button, basically this question mark button here, it will open the help section of the website of this app. So you can go there as well and see whether if you find something useful or not. And then this part, okay, this filters part, there you can see the preferences and about, and you can quit the app and so on and so forth. So yeah, this is a great app. You have a tab on top as well, on your desktop screen. It appears, the symbol appears, and you can access it from there as well. It has shortcuts. And the best part is that it has presets, so you can adjust and combine and make your own combinations, or even block individual apps if you want to, from a particular duration to another duration. So this is phenomenal, and the best part is you cannot bypass this app. Similar to this is another app on Android, which I'll review very soon, called Stay Focused. It's on mobile devices. That's like it's for Android, and it's great. Okay. So I don't know whether this is available on Windows as well. If it is, then go ahead and use it because it's too good. I mean, it would help you in studying, and it would also help you stay focused. And above all, when you're giving GTs, I think this would be that, non-distracting element. It would provide that non-distracting environment on your laptop screen. So yeah, I mean, it's really good. So yeah, go ahead and download the app, try out the free features, look at it because free features, there are a lot of free features, and you can literally, I think 6 hours, you can block up to 6 hours with the free version, and it's a great app.